What's happening then? I be the General Steele, live on deck. Right now you checking out Lifestyle Connoisseur. Peace and blessings. I be the General Steele. One half for Smif-N-Wessun, 1/8 for the Grade A Boot Camp Clique. And you are checking out the America's Nightmare, Children of War. The album is going down. It's official. It's coming out February 23rd, 2010. It's the second album off of the Bucktown, USA imprint. Distributed by my homies, Duck Down Family. You already know.
A town hall meeting isn't exactly something your typical hip-hop artist would put together. What led you to come up with this?
Well, I figure, you know, hip-hop is such a competitive industry, like most industries are. I think that what I wanted to convey was the information that hip-hop gives out, you know, and as opposed to just having you come and listen to a bunch of raps to beats, I wanted you to kind of get involved in the experience, you know. You have the opportunity to be a part of the product, a part of the project, because the project is about you and what's going on. So I wanted to address the people, like, you know, in a more intimate kind of manner, you know. So we're gonna do a release party. We're gonna try to bring out all the artists, the bands, the guitars, the drums, and we're gonna do it the whole theatrics. You know what I'm saying? When we do a show, we want to put a show on for the people. You know, when we have a town hall meeting, which we need to have more. We're trying to spark more concepts like this. We need to congregate more and open up dialogues between each other. You know what I mean?
So this is a first in the series of many?
Yeah, that's the campaign. We're trying to do that. I have a lot of things that I'm doing with a lot of different individuals, like my brother Wise Dread of HIIP movement. We do a lot of speaking to kids. I actually got an engagement next week where I'm going to speak to kids in a public school. We just try to stay active, and a town hall meeting could be surrounded, reflective of hip hop, or it can just be us giving information to children or just showing some attention of being a big brother to somebody that doesn't have one. You know, so yeah, it's the beginning, baby.
Anybody that was here tonight or that will see any kind of video or any kind of release after this, you know, they're going to see that this is genuine and sincere in your message. Do you feel that artists today are using their platform to convey a message, but they don't back it up with things like this or with actions that are necessary?
I think that nobody gets called on it. You know what I mean? Nobody gets called on it. So as long as people can walk the walk, I mean, as long as they can talk the talk, they ain't really got to walk the walk. And I think that there are individuals that are doing it and the light not being shined on them like they want it to be. They might feel like they need to switch up and do things that cater to other people than what's really going on in their hearts and their minds. You know, so I'm just saying, just keep it natural, keep it real, because we all human beings and we all have desires and wants. There's nothing wrong with wanting greatness. Strive for it. You know what I mean? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King was around in their 30s when they got assassinated. Look what they was doing in their 30s. You know what I'm saying? They never made it to 40. So some of you cats that's rhyming and using that mic, using that podium, you on that podium, say something to these people that's out there listening, man. You know what I mean? Don't preach to them, but say something. Give them some hope. You know what I mean? Give them something to look forward to instead of free this rapper and free this rapper and free this rapper. Like, let's show them jail is real. Let's show them the streets is real. Let's show them the struggle is real. And we out here gotta be delivering these real messages that can save our asses. You know what I mean? Survival.
So what inspired this America's Nightmare Part 2?
The times inspired America's Nightmare Part 2. If you look around what's going on, it's peril in Haiti. It's atrocities going on overseas, in Europe. It's South America, you know. East Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, like it's wars. The United States is at 2 wars right now. Like we have a black president for the first time, and people are blinded to the offerings of hope and change, and they tend to forget that hope and change come from within. So I wanted to put myself out there as an example of hope and change and say, you know what, I'm gonna speak for it. I'm gonna stand for it. I'm gonna represent it. And those who out there, they're gonna get on board.
Do you feel that like this undying support that the hip hop community is pouring out towards President Obama is more of a trend versus calling him on the issues that he needs to be addressed on, or congratulating him for the positive things that he has done, or do you think it's just a trend and people are afraid to speak what they really feel?
Well, it's absolutely trendy to have a black president, especially when you got cats walking around. We don't use the N-word. We call African Americans Obamas now. What up, my Obama? That might be cool to some cats, you know, but it's trendy, man. Excuse me. When you get into the politics, man, it don't start in Washington, you know. It starts on the blocks. It starts on the blocks you live in. And that's where the rap cats got to be involved. Like, you got to be involved in your neighborhoods, man. Like, most of our congressmen come from the neighborhood. That's why they say representatives. And we just fall for anything sometimes. Like, somebody get voted. Sometimes we don't even vote. Meanwhile, them cats die for that. Some of our uncles and aunties, great aunts and uncles died for that. You know what I mean? Imagine. You know what I mean? Lynchings, people was getting lynched in the 1960s. You know what I'm saying? This is only 2010. You know? Emmett Till got lynched in it was 60s or 50s, something like that. You know what I mean? Birth of a Nation was in 1934. You know what I mean? So you got to know your history, because other than that, it will be replaced with something that you think is a false hope or false wonder, and somebody be able to lead you right into the swamp, the gates. You know what I'm talking about? I hope that people really want freedom, because when you want freedom and when you really speak about it, you got to be responsible. You know what I mean? And we have all this freedom and we fuck up. We fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, let's work hard. We got babies coming behind us and we got elderlies that's looking down on us. Like, we're gonna be elderly soon. You know what I mean? Our youngest gonna be in our place. What they got to aspire towards. You know what I mean? What are we leaving them? What are we owning? What are we locking down out here? You know what I mean? That's why I speak about the Black Panthers, because they was feeding kids. They had schools. You know what I mean? They had hospitals in Harlem and stuff like that. So we gotta really organize it and think about what we're doing with all these thousands and millions of dollars that we making from using that microphone. You know what I'm talking about? All the people spending their hard-earned dollars. I love y'all. Salute.